in governing Xinjiang in a new era, and officials will take questions from the media. Let's go live to the scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
The State Council Information Office is holding the press conference to release the white paper titled CPC Guidelines for Governing Xinjiang in the New Era, Practice and Achievements. We're honored to have invited Mr. Wang Gang, Vice Minister of the Publicity Department of the CPC Central Committee, Mr. Uygur Tunez, Governor of Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region, Mr. Chen Weijun, Executive Vice Governor of Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region, and Mr. Wang Jianxin, Director of the Publicity Department of the CPC Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Regional Committee. They will brief you on the white paper and take your question. First, I give the floor to Mr. Wang Gang to release the white paper.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends from the press, good afternoon. A stable border means a safe country, and development of the border areas is critical to the prosperity of the country. China is a unified multi-ethnic country. Governance of border areas concerns the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the country and the cause of building a strong nation and the national rejuvenation. Modernizing the system and capacity for governance in border areas is an integral part of Chinese modernization. Xinjiang is located in the northwest part of the country. It is the largest provincial-level region with the longest border line and that borders the most neighboring countries. It is an important region in the nation's governance of border areas. In 60 BCE, Han Dynasty set up the Western Region's Frontier Command. Since then, the central authority has been governing Xinjiang for over 2,000 years, building up a wealth of philosophies and practice and experience in the governance of Xinjiang. Since the founding of the CPC in 1921, generations of communists have made relentless exploration over more than a century, constantly advancing innovation of theory, practice, and system, constantly deepening the understanding of the law in the governance of Xinjiang. Since the 18th Party Congress, the Party Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at the core has drawn upon the experience of successive central authorities in governing Xinjiang. It has inherited and carried forward CPC's valuable experience and outlined the guidelines in the new era, which has been guiding the work related to Xinjiang forward. On the occasion of the 70th anniversary of the founding of the Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region, the State Council Information Office is releasing the white paper themed CPC Guidelines for Governing Xinjiang in the New Era, Practice and Achievements. The white paper systematically outlines the history, essence, and successful practices in the CPC Guidelines for Governing Xinjiang in the New Era. It has abundant historical records and rich data. It has fully showcases how the guidelines have been formulated, why Xinjiang has achieved historical progress in economic and social development, and how the success stories of CPC governance of Xinjiang can continue. The purpose is to help all of you better understand the CPC's guidelines for governing Xinjiang in the new era. It has 21,000 words, consisted of a preface, main body, and conclusion. In the first three chapters, it outlines the philosophies and experience of successive central authorities in governing Xinjiang. It gives an account of the history of the CPC's governing in Xinjiang, expounds on the rich content of CPC's guidelines in the new era. From the 4th to the 10th chapter, it presents the achievements that Xinjiang has made in promoting reform, development, and stability under strong leadership of the Central Committee, with Comrade Xi Jinping at the core and guided by the CPC guidelines. Chapter 1, Governance of Xinjiang by Past Central Authorities, philosophies, and experience. Central authorities throughout China's history have consistently upheld great unity in the governance, administering Xinjiang as an integral part of the country. Efforts were made to pursue social stability, economic development, ethnic integration, and religious coexistence, and to unite the people of all ethnic groups with the best of traditional Chinese culture. And it has accumulated rich historical experience in the exploration over millennia. The second chapter, CPC's Governance of Xinjiang, Progress and Achievements. During the New Democratic Revolution, Socialist Revolution, and construction, reform and opening up, and socialist modernization, and the new era of socialism with Chinese characteristics. The CPC has been uniting and leading people of all ethnic groups in Xinjiang, achieved emancipation, made them the masters of their own fate, and they have embarked on the path of socialism. They have embraced reform and opening up, built a moderately prosperous society, and now are on this new journey toward Chinese modernization, and realized the great transformation from standing up to growing prosperous and becoming strong. Chapter 3, CPC Guidelines for Governing Xinjiang in the New Era, Opening Up New Dimensions. Since the 18th Party Congress, the Central Committee with Xi Jinping at the core have taken into account both the cause of the great national rejuvenation and the once-in-a-century transformation in the world. It has put Xinjiang at an important place in the overall work of the party and the country, identified the overall objective of long-term security and stability, set forth the guidelines in the new era of the party, and systematically explains the essence, principles, and requirements of the guidelines in the new era. Chapter 4, Stronger Foundations for Stability, Peace, and Security. Xinjiang has coordinated development and security, put social stability first, and has made notable progress in the fight against separatism. Law-based regular anti-terrorism efforts are advancing steadily, and they have taken targeted measures against foreign sanctions and interference. There is notable improvement of social governance, and the society has achieved stability and governance, which is a historic transformation. Chapter 5, Uniting the Chinese nation as one community. Xinjiang has taken solid steps to advance a community building of the Chinese nation, fostering a cultural homeland shared by all the Chinese nation, with closer exchanges, integration, and interactions among all ethnic groups, and greater ethnic unity and steady progress in ensuring religions in China conform to China's realities. People in Xinjiang are working with other peoples across the country to build the motherland and create a better future. Chapter 6, Further Progress in Democracy and the Rule of Law. Xinjiang has implemented the philosophy of the whole process people's democracy with notable progress. The system of ethnic regional autonomy is making a greater impact, and big strides have been made in the rule of law. There is greater protection of human rights, and new steps are being taken in promoting democracy and the rule of law. Chapter 7, High-quality development and high-level opening up are advancing steadily in a coordinated manner. Xinjiang has fully implemented the new development philosophy with continued healthy and rapid economic development. The infrastructure is being strengthened across the board, and the cluster-effective modern industrial system is showing its impact, and there has been a strong momentum in green low-carbon development, and accelerated steps are being taken to build a core area of the Silk Road economic belt. And there has been great achievements in the practice of Xinjiang in promoting Chinese modernization. Chapter 8, Significant Progress in Cultural Development. Xinjiang has implemented Xi Jinping thought on culture. Cultural heritage are being protected effectively, and cultural and artistic invention is flourishing. Public cultural services system is being strengthened. Cultural and tourist industry is expanding. People's expectation for cultural life is better satisfied. Chapter 9, Continuous Improvement in People's Well-being. Xinjiang is committed to putting people first. It has won the victory against the poverty. employment is steadily expanding, and there is progress in education, and the healthcare system is being optimized, and there is an upgraded social security net. Development outcomes are now benefiting people of all ethnic groups in a more equitable way. Chapter 10, Greater Synergy for Xinjiang's Development. The historic success in all undertakings in Xinjiang and all the epoch-making changes are fundamentally attributed to the strong leadership of the CPC Central Committee with Xi Jinping at its core. It is the result of the generous assistance from all parts of the country and the hard work of the people of all ethnic groups in Xinjiang. That's my briefing. Thank you. Thank you for your briefing. I now invite Governor Erkin to give a briefing.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends from the press, good afternoon. This year marks 70 years of the establishment of the Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region. At this historic moment, I'm very pleased to be here with you to witness the release of the white paper titled CPC Guidelines for Governing Xinjiang in the New Era. At the outset, on behalf of the Party Committee and Government of Xinjiang Autonomous Region, I extend warm welcome to all of you. And through you, I would like to express heartfelt gratitude to all those who have cared about and supported the development of Xinjiang. I know that all of you have long been following the development of Xinjiang. You must have realized that sea change has taken place in Xinjiang over the past 7 decades. We feel that such massive transformation is credited to the leadership of the CPC Central Committee. In particular, since the 18th Party Congress, the Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core places high importance on the work of Xinjiang. General Secretary Xi Jinping himself guides and steers the work of Xinjiang. He twice chaired the Central Work Conference on Xinjiang, inspected Xinjiang for many times, delivered multiple important remarks on the work of Xinjiang, and made important instructions. All these have set the party's guidelines to govern Xinjiang in the new era. This has enabled us to uphold fundamental principles, break new ground, and successfully navigate risks and challenges. Under the guidance of this guideline, historic transformation has taken place and historic achievements made. Xinjiang now is at a period that sees the greatest development, the biggest changes, and the most benefits delivered to the people of different ethnic backgrounds. Yesterday, on CCTV, there is a new series of documentary about Xinjiang, and that documentary have vividly showcased the transformation that has taken place in Xinjiang. We are committed to a law-based approach, thus achieving lasting social stability. As a result of upholding rule of law in Xinjiang, in the government and in the society, the lawful rights and interests of the people have been effectively protected, fairness and justice upheld, and the business environment improved. With law-based thinking and practices, counterterrorism and stability maintenance efforts are institutionalized in line with the law. As a result, there is lasting stability across the society in Xinjiang, much better governance at the community level, and the people are becoming more satisfied with the sense of security that they now enjoy. Xinjiang now enjoys harmony, stability, and vitality. Last year, the region received over 300 million visits. Travelers to Xinjiang have all praised the stable, harmonious, and safe region. We are committed to solidarity and stability and endeavor to foster a stronger sense of belonging to the Chinese nation. We have fully implemented the party's policy on ethnic affairs, upheld and improved the system of regional ethnic autonomy, and effectively guaranteed the lawful rights and interests of people of different ethnic backgrounds. We have facilitated interactions and exchanges between different ethnic groups. People live in harmony and develop together. It's become commonplace where neighbors of different ethnic backgrounds, share snacks and mooncakes during traditional festivals. Thanks to nationwide promotion of standard spoken and written Chinese, people now speak the same communicate in the same language and write with the same character. This has facilitated mutual understanding and also broadened people's horizon. We have implemented the party's policy on religious affairs and help guide religions to adapt to socialism, thus achieving harmony between people of different religious beliefs and healthy development of the religion. I'm sure that many of you have noticed that at short video interviews, the young interviewees have spontaneously identified themselves as part of the Chinese nation. In August this year, 130 teenagers from Hotan City were present at the flag-raising ceremony at Tiananmen Square in Beijing, their eyes glistening with emotion as they express heartfelt affection for the motherland. All of these are examples of the solidarity and stability of Xinjiang, and millions of netizens have been deeply touched by this. We are committed to using the appeal of culture to foster shared cultural bond of the Chinese nation. We remain guided by Xi Jinping's thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics for the new era. We have delved into, discovered, and made good use of the historical stories of friendly exchanges between different ethnic groups, related artifacts and cultural relics in order to raise public awareness in the appeal of the Chinese culture. People have now identified more strongly with the motherland, with the Chinese nation, with Chinese culture, with the party, and with socialism with Chinese characteristics. We have increased our investment in infrastructure. We have built a 5-tiered cultural service network spanning from the village level all the way to the entire autonomous region. The TV series To the Wonder is well received at home and abroad. During the CCTV Spring Gala, an 8-minute performance at the Kashgar sub-venue have also amazed the world. All these have also showcased the prosperity and development of different culture in Xinjiang. We are laser-focused to better serve the people and the region and work to deliver the outcomes of development to the people in order to build greater consensus. We have harnessed the strength, the resources, and geographical location of Xinjiang to promote high-quality and rapid development of the economy in order to serve national development and meet the needs of the people. Last year, the region's GDP over the past decade, on average, the GDP growth is above 7% annually, and last year the total GDP was above 2 trillion RMB yuan. putting all of us on a stronger fiscal footing to deliver for the people. When it comes to infrastructure, Xinjiang now boasts 230,000 kilometers of highways covering all prefectures and cities, 9,202 kilometers of railway, connecting all the prefectures and cities as well. There are 28 civil airports in Xinjiang. In addition, 12,000 kilometers of 750 kilowatt power grids have been built, ensuring gigabit internet access in all counties, 5G coverage in all townships, and broadband connectivity in all villages. This has made people's lives much more convenient. On livelihood, in 2024, 13.91 million people are employed. That is an increase of 11.6% compared with 2012. Each of the 5 prefectures in southern Xinjiang now has its own college for undergraduate studies for the first time in history. There are now over 19,000 medical institutions in Xinjiang. In 2024, per capita income of urban and rural residents stood at 42,000 and 19,000 RMB yuan. People's lives are getting better. We are in this for the long haul, and we work to ensure to build a solid foundation for lasting peace and stability of the region. We are committed to the party's overall leadership. We are working to build a contingent of high-caliber officials in order to promote stability of the region. We focus on the primary level, and we are working to strengthen the capacity of the party organization at the primary level. For 12 years in a row, we have dispatched government officials to villages for paired-up assistance. These government officials will live and work together with the people on the ground, and it has become more effective in helping the people to improve their productivity, and such practice has been very well received across the region. This has strengthened the popular support of the party in the region. The aforementioned achievements of Xinjiang in the new era is credited first and foremost to the strong leadership of the Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core. It is because of the guidance of Xi Jinping thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics for the new era. It would not be possible without the strong support and assistance of the central government, of relevant ministries, central enterprises, and paired-up provinces or cities. As we are marking the 70 years of the establishment of the autonomous region, we will rally more closely around the Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core, deliver on the party's guidelines to govern Xinjiang in the new era, and endeavor to write new chapters to advance Chinese modernization in Xinjiang. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, Q&A session. Please identify your media affiliation. First question.
Thank you. 21st economy. Just now you mentioned that in the short videos released by bloggers recently, when children in Xinjiang were asked about their nationality, many answered proudly the Chinese nation. What has Xinjiang done in promoting community building of the Chinese nation and build a cultural home shared by all? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. The answer given by the young people from Xinjiang has shown that they identify strongly with the Chinese nation, that they are proud of the country and they love the country. There are many more similar stories happening in Xinjiang. This reflects that since Xinjiang has been an inseparable part of the country, people of different ethnic backgrounds have developed a deep sense of identification with the motherland, with the Chinese nation, with Chinese culture, with the party, and with socialism with Chinese characteristics. Forging a strong sense of community for the Chinese nation is a central task in the party's work on ethnic affairs. This is also our guiding principles in carrying out work in different in regions with ethnic majority. We have carried out initiatives to promote ethnic unity and progress, and organize activities under the themes of forging a sense of community and realizing the Chinese nation, or unity of different ethnic groups. We have established 471 education bases for patriotism. We have set up 101 demonstration zones or units on ethnic unity, 14 ethnic education bases to raise public awareness on ethnic unity, and solidarity and unity between different ethnic groups is now prevailing in Xinjiang. For instance, many of you are aware of the story of Uncle Kurban Tulun riding a donkey all the way to Beijing to have an audience with Chairman Mao. This is deeply touching. The story of Ms. Wu Dengyun. She went to Xinjiang from the coastal area of China when she was only 22 years old, and for 60 years in a row, she donated blood for 30 plus times. She has transplanted 13 pieces of her own skin to help treat severely burned ethnic minority children. She's now still in Xinjiang, working to safeguard the health of people in the region, because she believed that people in the region cannot do without her. In addition, the Baika Kaldebek, whose family has guarded the border on the Pamir Plateau for 3 generations over the course of 70 years. They deeply believe that without a safe border, how can we keep our cattle and our sheep? This is also why they love the country. All these are vivid examples of why people are forging a stronger sense of community for the Chinese nation. In addition, we're using culture to foster a stronger bond, cultural bond in Xinjiang. We are committed to core socialist values, and we are raising public awareness on the party's history, the history of New China, of reform and opening up, and of the development of socialism, and of the development of the Chinese nation. We are working to shape the right perception of history in order to build a stronger foundation for this sense of community of the Chinese nation. We are also working hard on preserving and using the cultural heritage. We are then putting on exhibition the archaeological artifacts and cultural relics, such as the Han Dynasty brocade arm guard inscribed with characters saying "The stars rise in the east to the benefit of China." All people from different ethnic groups have deepened their identification with the Chinese nation, and they are profoundly proud of being a part of the Chinese nation. We are also expanding and deepening the interaction and exchanges between different ethnic groups. We have carried out a raft of activities to facilitate exchanges between the young people, to promote embedded network of residential areas and development of cultural tourism. We have created a healthy environment where people of different ethnic backgrounds live and learn together. For instance, in Hargan community, 14 ethnic groups, including Han, Kazakh, Hui, and Uyghurs, are now living together in that community. Over 30% of those families are multi-ethnic extended families. Ethnic unity has become a hallmark of that region. There are many similar stories across Xinjiang. For instance, the Liuxing neighborhood in Yining, the Wangsan neighborhood in Aksu, and also the Tuanjie community in Kurla. Ethnic unity is of fundamental importance for people in Xinjiang. People, since they're living under the same sky, on the same land, preserve and cherish ethnic unity like they're preserving their own eyes. They value the importance of ethnic unity as they're cherishing their life. Therefore, they're united just as the seeds of a pomegranate. Thank you. Thank you from CMG. The question is, Xinjiang's economic development has witnessed new progress. My question is, what are the highlights and breakthroughs of Xinjiang in advancing high-quality development?
I'll invite Mr. Chen Weijun to take your question. Thank you. Xinjiang has been acting on the 5 strategic positioning in the overall national landscape and fully and faithfully implementing the new development philosophy and integrating itself into the new development paradigm. It focuses on livelihoods to promote high-quality development, and the foundation of socio-economic development has been more solid. The momentum has become stronger, and the quality and efficiency have grown. In terms of aggregate, multiple indicators have achieved historical breakthroughs. For example, last year, the regional GDP surpassed 2 trillion for the first time. Import and exports have reached new record high. Last year, it has reached 434 billion yuan. From 2022 to 2024, import and export have surpassed the 200, 300, and 400 billion thresholds. In terms of growth, the growth of multiple indicators rank among the first in the country. Last year, the regional GDP grew by 6.1% year-on-year, fixed asset investment up by 6.9%, added value of large industrial enterprises up by 8%. The public budget income by 11.5%. In the first half this year, regional GDP up by 5.7%, fixed asset investment up by 13%, import and export up by 28%, and public fiscal budget income by 12%. So to summarize, to sum up, I would say today's Xinjiang is quite promising. I'd like to elaborate from the following 3 aspects. First, infrastructure has been fully strengthened with greater integration and connectivity that fully expands the room for high-quality development. With the building of the 10 networks of infrastructure as priority and the 100 billion yuan level major projects as the lead, the driving effects of investment continue to be unleashed. The North Terminal of Urumqi Airport, the Balikun Airport, Qitai Airport started operation this year, increasing the number of airports in Xinjiang to 28. The railway between Kolten and Luoqiang completed construction and started operation. The Panjungar Basin Highway Circle completed construction, and the Pantarim Basin High-Speed Circle has been basically formed. The comprehensive transport system featuring internal loops and fast access in and out has made steady progress. The third channel of Xinjiang power transmission to the outside started transmission, and the fourth channel is under construction. And the basic structure of the power grid has been established. A number of infrastructure projects are underway at full speed, further promoting regional economic development of Xinjiang and better allocate resources. Second, the cluster effect of modern industrial system has been fully unleashed, demonstrating the pattern of solid foundation of primary industry, optimized structure of secondary industry, and growing tertiary industry. In 2024, our grain output reached 46.6 billion tin, reaching a historic high, and realizing surplus in the region and supplies for the country. And the Xinjiang grains has a bigger share in the country. The cotton output reached 5.6 million tons, and over 97% of plantering, growing, and harvesting of cotton are done by machines. The National Energy Resources Strategic Guarantee Bases are accelerating their constructions, forming 6 major oil gas zones and 4 major oil chemical bases. In 2024, by the end of 2024, the electricity installed capacity reached, by the end of this year, the installed capacity of electricity will reach 220 million kilowatts. The trade-in programs and other consumption-boosting policies continue to take effect. In the first half this year, social consumption retail sales reached 189 billion yuan, up by 7.5%. We are implementing a tourism strategy with growing tourism infrastructures, and new business forms keep emerging with higher quality of tourist services. Xinjiang has become a popular destination among domestic and foreign tourists. Third, we have been implementing the innovation-driven development strategy and technology development strategy and talent training strategy. And the development of new quality productive forces has been remarkable. Each year, 20 billion yuan of fiscal budget will be newly added to as funds for technology development, supporting innovation-driven of Xinjiang. We have established a 10 billion talent development fund to introduce high-level, urgently needed talents and to make them happy to come and stay in Xinjiang. The Xinjiang base of Huairou Laboratory has been launched. Wind power generation Innovation Center has been launched. The Terran oil field super deep well drilling has break Asian records. New energy development and transmission and substation technologies are leading in the country. Ultra-low wind turbine technologies have reached have been at the forefront in the world, and the independently developed cotton picking machines have filled up the domestic vacuum. and the first smart computing center has been launched in Karomei. We can say that today Xinjiang is at a critical stage of high-quality development. Through its high-quality development, we have enhanced unity and united the people, and laying a solid foundation for social stability and long-term peace and stability. With the paper, in recent years, Xinjiang's economy has seen rapid progress, and people are also caring about their daily matters. For example, children's education and families' medical services. So my question is, while Xinjiang is realizing rapid economic growth, how does it deliver tangible benefits to its people?
我来回答这个问题吧，因为这个马克思主义人民观认为，人民是历史的主体。Marxism, 记者提到群众的真实感受。
While Marxist view of the people holds that people are the principal position in history, they are the creators of wealth. And everything we pursue relies on the efforts of the people, and it needs to benefit the people. Because the Marxist view, as I said, of the people believes that people is the principal position in history. They create social, material, and cultural wealth, and they are the decisive force in social transformation. We all know that the abiding mission of the CPC is to serve the people wholeheartedly, and the original aspiration of the Chinese communists is to pursue happiness for the people and rejuvenation for the nation. So the CPC, together with people of all ethnic groups in Xinjiang, are working diligently and hard for the very purpose of delivering real benefits to the people in their daily life, because bringing benefit to the people is the fundamental principle of governance. General Secretary Xi Jinping points out that people's desire for a better life is our objective. Since the 18th Party National Congress, the Central Committee with Xi Jinping at the core put forward the people-centered development philosophy and makes clear that everything it does is for the people and from the people. It always put people at the highest place in our hearts and has made our goal to help deliver a better life for the people and to ensure that reform and opening up will be advanced in a way that brings more benefit to the whole people in a more equitable way. The guidelines affirms the commitment to the people-centered philosophy and makes clear that economic and social development and improvement of people's well-being must be centered on people's happy life. Just now, the governor has introduced a number of outcomes in economic development, tourism, increase in export and imports, and at the end of the day, it is reflected in the increase of the income of the people and the improved living standards. Guided by this new guideline, Xinjiang has made sure that development is promoted to improve people's livelihood, benefit the local people, strengthen unity, and they work wholeheartedly and diligently to resolve practical problems that are of the greatest and most direct concern to the people, to ensure that the outcomes would more equitably benefit all people, and there has been notable increase in people's living standard and quality of life. I would elaborate on three aspects. Number one, poverty alleviation and the fight against absolute poverty. Historically, Xinjiang used to have the largest impoverished population with the most severe poverty. Since the 18th Party Congress, Xinjiang has been tackling poverty as the number one livelihood project. It has devoted the best resources and targeted policies. With consistent efforts, it has won the fight against poverty. By the end of 2020, all the rural poor population in Xinjiang had been taken out of poverty. Abject poverty that has been plaguing Xinjiang for thousands of years has been addressed. Together with the peer provinces and regions across the country, Xinjiang is now a moderately prosperous society. Secondly, in terms of employment, Xinjiang has employment as the top priority to improve people's living standard. On top of efforts to grow the economy and increase jobs, it has been working on institutional system for high-quality, adequate employment, ensure the rights and interest of laborers. Employment in Xinjiang has been expanding constantly with increasingly optimized structure, and there has been steady increase in the income of urban and rural residents. Across Xinjiang, the vision of high-quality, adequate employment is gradually being turned into reality of happy life for people of all ethnic groups. Thirdly, in terms of social security guarantees systematically and institutionally the improvement of people's livelihood, and it plays an important role in upholding equity. It plays a role as the social safety net, income distribution regulator, and cushion in economic operation. It is critical to governance and social stability. Xinjiang has given priority to building a multi-layer social security system. It has been strengthening the safety net to ensure that there will be a system to ensure access to education, employment, medical services, and elderly care. Such a system is today in place. People of all ethnic groups have seen a notable increase in their livelihood. And I'm sure that Mr. Governor and Vice Minister will have more to share to let us know what the daily life of people in Xinjiang is today. And I want to say that as reporters, you need to go to Xinjiang to be among the people in Xinjiang, to feel how they live, to see their housing, to see what they eat, and whether they feel secure, whether they have a sense of gains with your eyes, your ears, and your perception and observation. Truly understand what is really going on among the people in Xinjiang. Only with that, the reports and stories you write about Xinjiang are true and authentic. And only with that will you know that whether and what kind of life are people in Xinjiang leading. So on behalf of my colleagues, I want to say that go to Xinjiang, this beautiful place, a place where people are living happily, engage with the people, and to truly feel Xinjiang, and then tell the true stories of Xinjiang to the whole world. Thank you.
Vice Minister Wang Gang shared his true feelings because he's been to Xinjiang for many, many times. And he has forged deep emotional bonds with the region. That's why he drew such conclusions. Let me give you an example. $3.6 million people have been lifted out of absolute poverty. And the development of Xinjiang has been reflected in the daily lives of the people. I myself came from southern part of Xinjiang, and what happened there is also a vivid testament to the rapid development of the region. There has been a sea change in southern Xinjiang. I would call it a miracle. Just one example. You can see in the people's eyes, on their smiling faces, on the clothes they put on. You can see such development. I worked in Houten City in the past. At the time when we went to rural areas, you would see donkey vehicles, but this vehicle is now being replaced by electric vehicles or motorcycles. In some families, they could even afford not only one car. So this kind of change has given the people a stronger sense of happiness. So they are genuine. Speaking about the growth of Xinjiang, some people visiting Xinjiang today would recognize the changes taken place in the region because they compared with their own experience a couple of decades ago. I encourage all of you to go to Xinjiang because seeing is believing. Only when you actually visit the place can you feel the charm of beautiful Xinjiang. At the end of last year, the road was open. It is even better than Duku Road. I would say this is beyond beautiful. I would like to invite all of you to go to the northern and southern parts of Xinjiang so that with your cameras, your beautiful words, you would reflect what has actually happened in Xinjiang. Thank you.
好，这边第一排这位记者。对。
谢谢大众新闻大众日报记者提问。我有关注到去年塔克拉玛干绿色阻沙防护带工程实现了全面的锁边合龙。请问这些年新疆在防止荒漠化和沙化方面取得了哪些成效？未来在生态保护治理方面还有哪些着力点？谢谢。
and sanctification, and going forward, what steps will Xinjiang take in terms of ecological conservation? Thank you. I will take your question. As you all know that Xinjiang is has the size of Xinjiang accounts for 1/6 of the national total, reaching nearly 1.6 million square kilometers. And we are one of the regions having the largest, broadest, and most severe desertification. We also have the very severe salinization problems, and in particular, the Taklamakan Desert faces very severe wind and sand activities and severe wind and sand hazards. In such an arduous environment, people have strong aspirations for a good ecology. We are resolute in fighting and winning the war against desertification in the Taklamakan Desert. And last year, we finished the encircling of the last 285 kilometers of the region so as to serve the people living at the border of the desert and providing an ecological barrier for the people. When I visited there, many people, especially women, told me that I will not worry about the strong winds anymore. And I finally, my aspirations for a good ecology there finally comes true. Over the past years, the progress has been seen by everyone. They are reflected in the following aspects. First, a drop in the size of deserts and the sand. According to the results of the 6th National Desertification and Sandification Monitoring, the land of desertification in Xinjiang reduced by 1,955 square kilometers, and the land of sandification reduced by 242.8 square kilometers. For the first time, we have seen the reduction of the size of deserts and sands. And for the first time, we have overturned our history of expansion of sand. Second, due improvement in sand control and water governance. We made coordinated efforts in conserving, storing, transferring, and supplying water, and realized reasonable allocation and scientific use of water. In 2024, the forests in southern Xinjiang irrigated 2.7 billion cubic meters of water, and we used the poplar forests along the Tarim River to provide 2 billion cubic meters of water, and 150,000 mu of degraded forests and 3.2 million mu of poplar forests have been effectively restored. A due increase in the size of natural oases and human-made oases. In the past 3 decades, the size of oases has grown from 99,000 square kilometers to 155,000 square kilometers, up by 56.6%. And the forest coverage ratio has grown from 6.24% in 2012 to 5.07% in 2024. And the due promotion of ecological benefits and economic benefits. The wind and sand hazards in the deserts in southern Xinjiang have been effectively curbed. The ecological benefits, social benefits have started to generate economic benefits. That improved the ecology in the deserts. And we started to grow plants such as dates in the deserts, which are plants that are suitable to plant in the deserts, so as to help the people to earn money and improve the ecology. Ecological conservation have made people enjoy the benefits of a good ecology. This year marks the 20th anniversary of President General Secretary Xi Jinping's proposal of a green is gold. We will fully implement the vision of green is gold and support high-quality development with high-standard ecology. Going forward, we will work in the following 3 aspects. First, take a systematic approach to continue the air pollution control in the city clusters along the northern slope of Tianshan Mountain, including Changqi, Shihezi, among others, and continue the conservation of water ecology and the implement the control campaign against soil pollution. Second, we'll take comprehensive steps to consolidate our fight against in the Taklit Makan deserts and provide support in water usage, ecological restoration, and photovoltaic programs. And third, and to leave greater progress, produce greater progress in terms of ecological improvement. Third, pursue further progress while maintaining stability We will promote the efficient use of renewable energy and clean coals, carry out joint research and breakthrough on green hydrogen, new type energy storage, support low-carbon oil chemicals, modern coal chemicals, low-carbon steel smelting technologies to open a new path of low-carbon and energy conservation development that fits Xinjiang's realities and make the high-quality development of Xinjiang a green one. Thank you.
第一排靠边上。
谢谢主持人。中国青年报记者提问：我们关注到
With China Youth Daily, over the past years, the education conditions in Xinjiang have been improving with many beautiful buildings. My question is, over the past years, what measures has the government taken in improving education and what effects have been made and what are future considerations? I'll invite Mr. Wang Jianxin to take your question. Thank you. Just as you said, when we walk on the land of Xinjiang, there is a great impression is that the most beautiful building is in the schools and the most beautiful scenery is the campus. Education is a significant matter to the country and also a significant matter to people's livelihood. It is an important source of people's sense of gains and sense of happiness. The party committee and government of Xinjiang Uygur Autonomous Region are fully aware of our responsibilities and take education as a cause having basic, fundamental, and long-term importance and make historical progress in Xinjiang's education. There are 3 points. First, the fairness and high quality of basic education. Since the 18th CPC National Congress, 47.9 billion yuan of national fiscal budget in education has been invested for improving the primary and high schools in Xinjiang. Today, every 106 children have a kindergarten, and every 817 primary school students have a primary school. In 2024, the rate of 9-year compulsory education reached above 99%, and enrollment rate of higher education reached 97.74%. The improvement of education in Xinjiang satisfies people's aspiration for fairer and high-quality education. This also reflects the care and support from the CPC Central Committee to the ethnical regions. Second, support and contribution of higher education. Talents are key to supporting Xinjiang's economic and social high-quality development. To better train talents and make the talents meet the need of industrial development, we have improved the layout and upgrade of the universities in Xinjiang. The number of universities in Xinjiang has increased from 39 in 2012 to 63 in last year. And with 3 new universities, the number now reached 66. For the first time, undergraduate education has fully covered the 5 prefectures in southern Xinjiang. We have built 7 regional industry education consortium and 8 industrial industry education consortium. We worked with 6,500 companies to establish cooperation partnership, and the support and contribution from higher education has improved. Third, the professionalism and employment of vocational education. We're working faster to build a modern vocational education system to meet the demands of high-quality development for skilled talents. In 2025, 2004, the number of students in vocational schools reached 575,000, up by 60.69% from 2012. We have deepened industrial and education integration and cooperation between universities and companies. Well, the rate of the vocational schools and the special modern industries have reached 75.4%, and many skilled talents have ensured a smooth career transition from campus to the industries and lived a colorful life in their career. A good education lies in a high caliber and professional team of teachers. Over the past year, we have introduced a large number of top-notch teachers, and we have increased the training for the teachers to improve their professionalism. We are using different programs like elderly teachers and pair assistance programs to attract more than 20,000 teachers to come to Xinjiang for education. Many teachers with doctoral degrees come to China to contribute their input for the education in Xinjiang, and I think this education in Xinjiang is a promising one. Thank you.
这边吧，第2排这位女记者。
谢谢主持人。光明日报记者提问：稳定是发展的基础，请问新疆将如何实现社会大局持续稳定、长期稳定？
ensure the lasting and long-term stability of the society?
感谢这位记者朋友的提问。
Thank you for the question.
这个问题我来回答。
I will answer this question.
当前呢，新疆社会大局持续稳定。
Xinjiang continues to enjoy overall social stability, with high-quality economic development enjoying a strong momentum. People's livelihood is being upgraded. We have ethnic unity and harmonious religions. People are leading a happy and content life. So people's sense of happiness, gains, and security is unprecedented. The 26 million people of all ethnic groups in Xinjiang understand deeply that this has not come by easily. This is the result of our efforts to comprehensively, accurately implement the guidelines in the new era. In particular, our efforts to focus on social stability and long-term peace and security in advancing various undertakings.
We
stay committed to governing Xinjiang according to law to solidify the legal foundation for long-term stability. Stability in Xinjiang is based on the rule of law. We have applied law-based governance in all areas of work in Xinjiang. And we use the needle of the law to weave up and to weave together all the threads of reform, development, and stability, which strongly ensures social harmony and stability. For example, we have given greater play to the rule of law in maintaining social stability and guaranteeing ethnic unity and religious harmony. We have taken steady and firm efforts to promote regular law-based efforts against terrorism. Another example is that we have been accelerating the law-based governance. By the end of 2024, the People's Congress and its Standing Committee had approved many local laws and regulations. The total number is 874. Including 175 currently effective local regulations. In terms of regulatory resolutions and decisions and major on resolutions and decisions on major matters, we had approved 56. And this has enabled the people to handle matters according to law, turn to law when they face difficulties, and address problems using the law. And we have provided guarantee so that they can do that. And we have written a new chapter in social governance with the rule of law and sound governance. Starting 2022, we were among the first in the country to conduct provincial level campaign on awareness raising. For 4 consecutive years, above county level, the party and the government each year would do a report on awareness raising effort, and we have covered all regions in Xinjiang. And we have been carrying out regular education campaigns to bring legal knowledge to thousands of households and to ensure that the awareness of the rule of law will integrate into the daily life of the people. Secondly, we stay committed to pursuing stability through development. And we've been working to consolidate the material foundation for long-term peace and stability. We have borne in mind the strategic position of Xinjiang in the overall picture of the country and comprehensively and accurately implement the new development philosophy to serve and integrate into the new development paradigm. We have been coordinating development, security, openness, and security, and we have stepped up our efforts to turn our advantages in resources, geographical location, and industrial foundation into advantage of development. Xinjiang takes on a new look every year. Last year, the growth of multiple indicators were among the top in the country, as mentioned before. Stable social environment and good business environment and full-fledged industrial system have attracted a large number of renowned domestic and foreign and overseas companies to operate and invest in Xinjiang. Since 2012, in cumulative terms, we have attracted paid in 6.6 trillion RMB yuan of foreign investment. Globally, there are 223 countries and regions having trade relations with Xinjiang. In 2024 alone, 516 groups visited Xinjiang with a total number of over 10,000 people. And we attracted 5.14 million tourists. Xinjiang has turned from a closed inland region into a front line of westward opening up. At the same time, we stay committed to putting people first, to show up support for long-term stability. Long-term stability lies in unity among the people. Over the years, we have allocated over 75% of public spending to guarantee and improve people's livelihood. We have won the battle against poverty. We have been advancing the comprehensive revitalization of the rural areas. We have been consolidating and expanding the outcome in our fight against poverty, and we have been intensifying our efforts to improve infrastructure and basic public service to ensure basic standard of living. It is fair to say that from the bottom of people's heart, they cherish the current situation in Xinjiang, and this has formed a strong force for social stability. Whoever that tries to sabotage such a happy life will meet firm opposition from all the people in Xinjiang. Thank you. Next question, please.
谢谢主持人。新加坡联合早报记者提问：美国过去几年其实把140多家的
Over the past few years, America has put over 140 Chinese companies on the entity list. What kind of impact will it have on Xinjiang's economy and employment? What will the Xinjiang government do to help the local companies? Thank you for your question. I will direct Mr. Chen Weijun to answer your question. On multiple occasions, through various channels, we have emphasized that there is no forced labor in Xinjiang. People of different ethnic backgrounds, in pursuit of a better life, are willingly seeking a job and aspire to have a job. Their rights and interests are fully guaranteed. Over the past few years, in the name of so-called forced labor, America has sanctioned Xinjiang companies and individuals interfering in China's domestic affairs. Fundamentally, they are trying to politically manipulate the issue and double down on economic bullying in the name of human rights. In the short term, there might be negative impact. For instance, some companies will face difficulties in exports, their profits might diminish, the production capacity might drop. Employment opportunities for people of different ethnic backgrounds, including those of Uyghurs, will decline. That is why we always say that these groundless sanctions are actually infringing on the right to employment of the people in the region in the name of human rights. What they have created is forced unemployment. In the long term, Xinjiang is at the frontier of China's westward opening up. On top of the 1.4 billion people strong domestic market, Xinjiang is also closely linked with the markets in Asia, Europe, and Africa. Over the years, specialty industries in Xinjiang have grown rapidly. It has carried out trade with over 220 countries globally. More made-in-Xinjiang products are sold globally. We have the strategic composure to navigate difficulties and challenges come what may. We also have the courage to see through the temporary difficulties. The sanctions will not block Xinjiang's development, nor will it stop companies or industries in Xinjiang from growing bigger. China has rolled out relevant laws and regulations to counter the groundless sanctions. In 2024, the region's People's Congress Standing Committee adopted resolutions to counter the Xinjiang-related sanctions and support sanctioned companies and industries in order to countervail the unilateral sanctions imposed by the United States. On one hand, we actively support companies who are being sanctioned, encouraging them to use legal tools to defend their legitimate rights and interests. On the other hand, we also support increasing technological input of different companies, enhance their product quality, enhance market competitiveness, and expand their international market so that these companies and industries can tide over temporary difficulties. In the end, they will be able to mature and become stronger and create more job opportunities for people of different ethnic backgrounds. Let me conclude with this. Only visiting Xinjiang can understand what is Xinjiang really like. Xinjiang is open. We will make it more and more convenient for people at home and abroad to visit Xinjiang so that all of you can feel and see the real picture of Xinjiang and embrace a beautiful Xinjiang. That is all from me. Thank you. Next question, please.
谢谢主持人。环球时报记者提问。刚才发布人也多次提到新疆的美丽，还有
all of you talked about the beauty of Xinjiang and about Xinjiang's tourism. I've noticed that in 2024, Xinjiang received over 300 million visits. Why are more and more people visiting Xinjiang? Thank you.
感谢这位记者朋友的提问。让这个问题
Thank you for the question.
建行同志来回答。
I'll ask Mr. Wang Jianxin to answer your question.
有一首广为流传的歌曲是这么唱的
Thank you. There is a widely known song which puts as Xinjiang is a beautiful place that boasts beautiful sceneries. As you said, the beautiful Xinjiang is a popular destination for tourists. It not only boasts unique natural sceneries, including the Tianshan Mountain, Tianchi Lake, Nalati grassland, and the popular forests along the Tarim River, which always leave lasting memories on the tourists. It also has profound and rich historical and cultural resources. The Jiaohe ancient city, Kizil Cave, Subashi Temple, and other ancient sites are well known across the world. Such beautiful sceneries and diverse cultures make Xinjiang an appealing place. Last year, Xinjiang received 302 million domestic and foreign tourists, up by 14% year-on-year. This year, this trend continues. In the first 8 months this year, the number of tourists that Xinjiang received reached 230 million. The appeal, the influence, the popularity, and reputation of Xinjiang are continue to rise. Let me use a few words to explain that. First, the craze, which is the cultural craze, museum craze, intangible cultural heritage craze, are the main themes of media coverage about Xinjiang's tourism over the past years. This year, during the summer vacation, Xinjiang museums received 15,000 tourists each day. And the newly built Museum of Western Region's Frontier Command and the Qiuci Museum have become popular among the tourists. The 6th China Xinjiang International Dance Festival attracted more than 60,000 audience to go into the theaters. During the intangible cultural heritage and New Year tradition exhibitions and week activities, many people came to these activities, and the soil pottery, mulberry paper, atlas silk, and other arts are followed by the people. Second, boom, which is a boom of tourism. Over the years, people come to Xinjiang to ski, to skate, for leisuring, hiking, and exhibition. And they drive cars on the Duku Highway and the Bolston Lake, road around the Bolston Lake. And there are many tourists in the Kanas, Seirum Lake, and Kashgar cities. And between July to August, each day, the Xinjiang International Grand Bazaar received more than 200,000 tourists. And third, converge, which is the convergence of culture and tourism. The 2024 CCTV Spring Festival Gala has attracted the whole world and made the city a popular destination. A TV drama, To the Wonders, have made people want to come to Xinjiang because of the beautiful sceneries, leisurely life, and the romantic love. And today, many tourists come to the Altai. Visiting Xinjiang with songs, with sports games, and with performances have become a new trend of fashion for visitors to come to Xinjiang, and culture have given tourism more momentum or innovation and more fashionable trends. Fourth, bonds, which is the close bonds of exchanges. There are many tourists and people on the streets, no matter be it the tourists and people living in neighborhoods, in villages. People are gathering together like the seeds of pomegranates. In the Qiuci alleys, in the 6-star street in Yining, and other places, people sing together, dance together, and enjoy together. This is the beautiful picture of Xinjiang. The fifth is enrichment, which is enrichment of people's spirit. Over the years, we have held the art season, civil art seasons, reading conference, and other activities to spread the Chinese culture and enrich people's cultural life and enrich their spiritual world. We have also held the People's Village Gala and the People Football League, People BA, and other cultural and sports activities. In 2024 alone, there have been more than 10,000 People's Village Gala activities. Just as President Erkin said, the Xinjiang is a very beautiful place and beyond beautiful. I think all these words describe Xinjiang very well, and we welcome you here in Xinjiang, friends from the press, as well as tourists from across the world to come to Xinjiang and feel the beautiful Xinjiang for a tour in the beautiful and magnificent natural landscape. Thank you.
With Phoenix TV, over the years, Xinjiang has integrated its regional opening up strategy into China's overall landscape layout of westward opening up and accelerated the building of the core area of Silk Road Economic Belt. So what measures has Xinjiang taken in its opening up? I'll invite Mr. Chen Weijun to take your question. Xinjiang is firmly committed to the strategy of opening up. Over the years, as the China's westward opening up and the building of core area of Silk Road Economic Belt continues, Xinjiang's strength in its policy, location, and development continue to unleash and has turned from an isolated landlocked to a front line, the front line of opening up, and has become an important gateway of China's westward opening up. Xinjiang is located at a unique location. Standing at Xinjiang, what you're seeing is the whole world. That is the reflection of the position of Xinjiang today. Xinjiang, people in Xinjiang are embracing the future of the world. In terms of policy, the CPC Central Committee and the State Council has given Xinjiang the 5 major strategic positioning of Xinjiang in China's overall landscape, including a gateway of westward opening up and a golden corridor, Eurasian Golden Corridor. And the government has approved the establishment of China Xinjiang Free Trade Pilot Zone and build 56 national level key opening up platform and industrial development platforms, providing a series of special preferential policy support. In terms of location, Xinjiang is located at the core area of the Eurasian continent, and it is where the new Eurasian land bridge, China, Mongolia, Russia, China, Central Asia, and West Asia, and the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor converge. It borders 8 countries, and it is an important corridor for westward opening up and an important international golden corridor for China to enter Central Asia, South Asia, West Asia, and even Europe. In terms of industries, in recent years, Xinjiang serves the need of the country and, to the best of Xinjiang, leverage its rich energy, mineral, agricultural resources to move faster to build a modern industrial system that reflects the characteristics of Xinjiang and advantages of the Xinjiang. In modern agriculture, trade and logistics, advanced manufacturing, new energy, green computing power, and culture and tourism, we enjoy broad development space, and there is huge potential in terms of our industrial and supply chains cooperation with Central Asia, Middle East, and European countries. We have been actively integrating ourselves into the overall layout of China's westward opening up and leverage the special location strength of the core area of Belt and Road
to build 1 port, 2 zones, 5 centers, and port economic belt. Our door is opening wider and wider and become the front line of the Western world opening up. We are moving to expand institutional opening up and carry forward. We have launched policies to support foreign trade stability. We have launched 29 reform and pilot tasks for free trade pilot zones, and more than 80 of them have been implemented and achieved progress. The green passages for the customs clearance for agricultural products have ensured full coverage between China and Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, and Kyrgyzstan. And we have accelerated the Eurasian Golden Corridor. In 2024, more than 16.4 thousand China-Europe freight trains have passed by Xinjiang, and the number surpassed 10,000 for 5 years running. With highways, railways, flights across Xinjiang, we have an increasingly and growing interconnected transportation network linking Xinjiang with the huge world market. We have been expanding our friends of circles of foreign trade. We have held high-quality trade activities, have trade exchanges with more than 220 countries and regions. Last year, we held the 8th China Eurasian Expo, and the total contractual value surpassed 610 billion yuan. Through our efforts, our opening up has shown strong momentum. The import and export have grown from 158.9 billion yuan in 2012 to 434.1 billion yuan in 2024, providing development opportunities for countries and regions around the world. From the bustling Alashankou and Horgus port to the China-Europe freight trains linking China with Central Asia and Europe. A more open, confident, and vibrant Xinjiang is opening its arms to embrace cooperation partners from around the world to share its development opportunities and open a new chapter of win-win cooperation along the Silk Road economic belt. Thank you. In the interest of time, we will take one last question.
还有这么多记者举手提问是吧？好，先后面吧，第一位吧，对，就这位。
谢谢主持人。新华社记者提问：刚刚发布了新时代党治疆方略的成功实践白皮书的基本情况，从历史维度和国家视角全方位地展现了新时代党的治疆方略的深刻内涵和重要意义。那么这一方略对各族群众来说又意味着什么？
The CPC Guidelines for Governing Xinjiang in the new era. So what implications do it have for people of all ethnic groups?
您刚才的题目正好把我们4位刚才发布的所有内容纠结在一起。
I think your question is what could be answered by what we have just elaborated. Because this guideline is implemented by improving the lives of each and every citizen in Xinjiang. What does it mean? It means that there's over 20 million people in Xinjiang living on a land of 1.6 million square meters are united under the leadership of the Party Central Committee. They will only enjoy even better lives. They will gain a stronger sense of happiness and accomplishment, not just because they're economically better off, not because they see greater wealth. It is also because of they are enjoying richer cultural life. I believe that in the future, Xinjiang in the future will embrace an even brighter future. Every resident in Xinjiang will see their lives further improved, and they will be even happier than ever before. So thank you for your question. To conclude, I believe that the party, committee, and government of the region will work to meet the needs of the people and strive for that goal. Thank you very much.
Thank you to the speakers. Thank you to the press. That concludes today's press conference. Today we are glad to have a few experts who have participated in the drafting and revision of the white paper. After the press conference, they may accept your interview.